Why you should get at least 7 hours of sleep. General purpose to persuade, specific purpose to persuade my audience to make a conscious decision to get at least 7 or more hours of sleep every night. To avoid the effects of sleep deprivation. Central idea, sleep deprivation is a widespread health issue in the United States that affects millions of Americans annually, and there are ways to prevent this. Do you wake up and still feel tired, or that no matter how much sleep you get, you cannot seem to catch up to the tired feeling? According to CDC.gov, a website created by the United States government to inform citizens of disease control and prevention, 35% of U.S. adults are not getting the recommended 7 hours of sleep each night. You should make a conscious decision to try and get at least 7 hours of sleep or more to avoid the effects of sleep deprivation. Today I will be discussing easy things you should get into the habit of doing to prepare for bed, getting a better night's sleep, and why you should always try and achieve the Center of Disease Control and Prevention's recommended 7 or more hours of sleep. I have experienced and researched sleep deprivation extensively, and I feel that I am a reliable source and example as to why you should follow these habits and recommended habits. I have seen myself do poorly in school and not have the best work ethic due to not enough sleep. I have come to learn to live by these habits, and I find myself waking up in the mornings feeling refreshed and ready to tackle my day now. Let me start off by presenting you a few facts about sleep deprivation from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And as a nation, we tend to brush sleeping needs under the rug due to the pressures of school, a career, or just life in general. Sleep deprivation affects over a third of the United States population and has no boundaries as far as socioeconomics, age, or race. The CDC has reported that over a third of the United States population does not get the recommended amount of sleep. Based off of the 2018 population that is over 100 million people, according to Stanford Medical, a 2006 National Sleep Foundation poll, the organization's most recent survey of teen sleep, more than 87% of high school students in the United States get far less than the recommended 8 to 10 hours, and the amount of time they sleep is decreasing. A serious threat to their health, safety, and academic success. Sleep deprivation increases the likelihood teens will suffer myriad negative consequences, including an inability to concentrate, poor grades, drowsy driving incidents, anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide, and even suicide attempts. Sleep deprivation has negative side effects on your health and mental stability, as well as your work ethic and career. According to Johns Hopkins Medical, not getting enough sleep can put you at a 50% higher chance of becoming obese because of the hormonal indifference between ghrelin, the hormone that controls hunger levels, and leptin, the hormone that controls appetite control. Johns Hopkins Medical also reported that not getting enough sleep increases your chance of getting heart disease by 48%. In the National Sleep Foundation's article about the links between sleep, depression, and anxiety, they claim that the relationship between sleep and mood is complex. Because disrupted sleep can lead to emotional changes, clinical depression, or anxiety, as well as other psychiatric conditions. But these conditions can also compound or further disrupt sleep. In fact, altered sleep patterns are a hallmark of many mental health issues. The National Sleep Foundation is a foundation that was established to improve health and well-being through sleep education and advocacy. The National Sleep Foundation has also brought to the public's attention the effects that a good night's sleep has on work performance. In their article, they claim that sleep is often the first thing to give up when life gets busy with heavy workloads, irregular work schedules, school, and parenting responsibilities. All of these normal but increasingly time-consuming realities tend to crowd out the time and peace of mind needed for healthy sleep. Sleep may move to the bottom of our list of priorities. For many people, the boundaries between work and home life also become blurry. People spend an average of 4.5 hours doing work at home each week, with 20% spending 10 or more hours working at home. This could represent a cycle in which people are less productive at work because they're tired, so they bring work home, only to have it interfere with their sleep. Through extensive research and experience, I am happy to suggest to you all how adjusting my sleep schedule and habits have reduced my sleepiness at work and school, along with having a better mood and feeling energized. Reduce blue light exposure before bed. Avoid using your phone, computer, television, or tablets for at least 30 minutes before bed. These devices emit blue light, and this light causes the hormone melatonin, the hormone that makes you sleepy, to become imbalanced. Avoid consuming caffeine late in the day. Caffeine is known to keep you running all day long. However, consuming it too late in the day may cause you to not be able to get to sleep at a decent time. Personally, I have stopped consuming caffeine altogether. Avoid napping too late in the day or irregularly. Your body has an internal clock that helps with your day-to-day function along with your sleep. Therefore, if you're sleeping irregularly during the day or nap too late in the afternoon, you're going to cause your internal clock to get out of order. Go to bed and wake up at a regular scheduled time. This point goes back to the internal clock that we all have. Your body gets used to your habits and adjusts your clock to work with those habits that you develop. Medical providers and websites recommend trying to go to sleep at the same time every night and waking up at the same time to ensure that you're getting the same amount of sleep every day. Do not eat too late in the evening. Try not to eat too late in the evening. This is recommended because when you eat, your digestive system automatically begins to start working on what you consume. Alcohol can also affect your sleep. The immediate and short-term impact of alcohol is to reduce the time it takes to fall asleep. And this effect on the first half of sleep may be partly the reason some people with insomnia use alcohol as a sleep aid. However, this is offset by having more disrupted sleep in the second half of the night. It's easy to see the improvements of adjusting your sleep schedule to get the optimal recommended 7 to 8 hours of sleep. The most dramatic improvement you will find is you will no longer feel sleepy or fatigued throughout your day. Another improvement that you will find, you will be able to fall asleep and stay asleep easier with a set sleep schedule. And lastly, you will find that your overall health, well-being, and mood will be improved. To conclude, sleep deprivation is a more widespread problem than we think, and not getting enough sleep causes many more problems than you would think. I have listed the negative effects of sleep deprivation, given you resources to understand and improve your sleep schedule and habits, and provided examples of how getting more regular sleep will improve your health and well-being. Recalling earlier in my presentation, 100 million people across the United States struggle to get enough sleep. You do not want to be one of those people. To reiterate, the main side effects of not getting enough sleep are lack of alertness, impaired memory, relationship stress, higher chance of car accidents, and the quality of your everyday life. If you continue to operate without enough sleep, you may see more long-term and serious health problems. Even if you live a healthy lifestyle outside of your sleep patterns, such as eating well and exercising regularly, but don't get at least 7 hours of sleep every night, you may undermine all of your other efforts. In our society nowadays, people aren't getting enough sleep. They put sleep so far down on their priority list because there are so many other things to do: family, personal, and work life. Dr. Walia says, these are challenges, but if people understand how important adequate sleep is, it makes a huge difference. Do your research, change your sleeping habits, live a happier, healthier life. Ask your medical provider for more situational recommendations.